Before getting to the market overview, I would like to take this opportunity to give you a quick introduction about Raisan Group. And here we go. The company was founded in 1995, and right now we have more than 18,000 employees over the world. We have 11 production bases within China, and we have one coming up in Indonesia, Sulawesi Island. And it says here we have 7 business sectors, but we only have 2 major business: coke and chemicals. So the other business sectors are more like the derivatives from those 2 business. So we started the chemical business with crude benzene refining and coal tar processing, like Nippon Steel, Tata and Mitar. So and right now we are producing over 70 types of chemical products, and that is about 8 million tons of chemical produced every year. Yeah, there's some facts about us. We are the largest independent coke producer in the world, and we're the largest coke crude benzene processor. Largest methanol from coke oven gas, and PA from naphthalene, and the 3rd largest high temperature coal tar processor. And we are the 2nd largest CPL producer, caprolactam, that is used for textile, for plastics and all that stuff. Okay, that's that. So this is the layout of all of our production base in China, and also we have overseas offices in Indonesia, in Japan, in Australia, Singapore, and Vietnam at the moment. Okay, this is list out all the production bases and the production capacity of each of our production bases. So on the top left, we have all the coke productions listed out over there. Right now, we're operating 22 million tons of coke capacity. So I use the words operating, but not owning, is because that 3 of those, you can see here, it says operation. We have more than 2 million. 3 of those coke plants, we have no shares. We call it the operating and management. So we do take responsibility of the procurement, the sales, the production, the safe and pollutant control at the same time, of course. Also the sales of the 3 factories. Just like the largest hotel brand in the world, the Marriott. I believe they are running over 3,000 hotels in the world, but I think they're only owning like 1/3 of the properties. So pretty much like an output of management. Even though we have 22 million tons of coke produced every year, we have no steel furnace, we have no coal mine at all. Okay. Well, okay, this is all the type of coke oven we have at the moment. We have 3 types of stem charging coke oven spread out in China. And we have 2 top charging production bases. One's in Shanxi province, and the other is in Indonesia, coming up. Okay. So this is the rest of the. I'm just showing you some pictures of our production bases. So this is the oldest factories we're operating at the moment. It's more than 20 years. This is in Hebei province. So this one is the largest production base we're running at the moment. I produce 5 million tons of coke every year. That is Hebei province as well. And this is the one in Shanxi province. Oh, that's one in Shandong. The other. This one is in Shandong. We acquired this company 3 years ago. And right now it's at 100 capacity, fully operated. And this one is in Inner Mongolia. And we just finished the upgrade of this the production base, and the capacity at the moment is 3.6 million tons every year. Those are real pictures, not photoshopped or anything. It's not working. Okay, these are pictures. It's not working. Okay. Okay, now let's take a look at the Chinese market. What was going on over there for the past few years? Things we've been locked down for a long time. So, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, the raw coal output in 2021 was reached 4.04 billion tons, increased by 5.7% comparing with 2020, and increased another 9% in 2022. If we combine the graph with the coking coal supplies chart, we're looking at the boost of the coal production is mainly from thermal coal. The really coking coal supply is pretty stable at the moment. And with Australian coal and Mongolian coal is limited from the foreign policy issue and also the COVID. We're experiencing a big drop for importing from Mongolia and Australia for the past 2 years. But they're coming back this year. Okay, that's that. So with the steel and coke production remains at the high level, we were experiencing kind of like a tension in lacking of coke and coal for the past 3 years, I believe. But they're getting better. In 2023, the Australian coal is coming back, and the Mongolian coal, I'm expecting Mongolian coal will reach a record high this year. And with the in addition supply from the coal from Russia, I believe the coking coal shortage will turn around this year. Okay, let's take. Oh, sorry. So this is the coke production in China for the past few years. It's pretty stable after 2019. But the interesting fact about the China market is that we are experiencing. Oops, not working well. Sorry. If you look at the right side of the chart, the yellow bar stands for import of coke into China market. It gradually, especially from 2019 to last year, we imported a lot of coke from outside world, from Japan, from Colombia, I believe from Russia, from India as well. It happens a long time ago, from 2009 to 2012, like more than 10 years ago. So the reason behind it is different. Although we can see the price of those two periods are really high, especially for coke, but the reason behind it are different. The reason why is that the Chinese government is closing down the aged and small, old-fashioned coke batteries, especially the 4.3 meters high coking batteries in China. You can see the chart here. In 2020, we closed down almost 60 million tons of production capacity. So last year, where the coke price go rocket high, and we are importing tons of coke from the rest of the world. And till today, we still have over 19 million tons of aged coke battery to be closed down I believe, for the next 3 years. I think the Chinese government will push harder to close down all those coke batteries, not just for supply and demand concerns, but also for environmental protection concerns as well. Okay, this is another interesting graph. I just came up, like we finished yesterday. So this indicates all the production in each province. The blue one, the dark blue ones, is the province that we need the coke. It's the net transfer in. For the yellow one, we have on the map is the net transfer out, saying we're produce more coke, we have to transfer out of the province. And the light blue provinces are balanced. So this actually, the graph tells a lot of information. The China has tremendous production and reserves of coal, but mainly on the west side of the country. And the steel makers, however, are located on the east side or the coastal region of China. So this map explains why China has huge capacity of coke, but only limited amount of coke export every year. Okay, these numbers are small. If you are interested, you can talk to my colleagues for larger, more clear graphs on that. Okay, this is the price spread of prime coking coal and coke. Within our company, we take a look at the price of coal and coke together, not just individually. So the spread is really what we're looking for. We're looking at the coke price, and the coal price is going to go down for the next few years, but the spread remains. It means the profit of the coal company remains at a reasonable level for the next few years till 2025. This is the steel production. This is so the light blue one is really the iron production capacity, and the gray bar is the crude steel production each year, and these red circle and the blue lines are the price been trading in I believe in Shanghai exchange, Shanghai exchange, the commodity exchange. So we're forecasting at the crude steel production will drop a little bit for the next few years, but the price will stabilizing for the next few years. These are just company forecasts, not from others. Okay, one more thing I want to mention about the steel market is that I think everyone is interested is that what happened in 2022 is the real estate industry take a big hit. If we kind of come up with a number that total steel consumption in the real estate industry in 2021 and compare with the one in 2022, we can see at least 22% of demand from the real estate industry. That is almost 100 million tons of steel demand every year. That's only directly into the real estate industry, not including the declaration, the cars, and the refrigerators and micro oven and all that stuff. I believe the real numbers are even higher than this number. However, at the fourth quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023, the real estate industry is slowly to pick up. The steel demand is stabilizing, and the demand of coke in China will recover accordingly. So we are expecting the steel production continues to drop a little bit, like I mentioned earlier on the last slide, but the price will be stabilizing for the next few years. Okay, we have another graph showing. Showing that because of the lackage of coking coal supply for the past few years, we're looking at the total coke inventory in China. It keep dropping for the past few years. This inventory actually includes not just steelmakers inventory, but also the coke producer and also the major ports in China together. Okay, let's talk about our Indonesia project. So this is so we're located in the Morowali Industrial Park, the Sulawesi Island, and our company is called PT Raison Wishan. We have the joint venture with Wishan Group, and together with Qingshan Group as well. The coke production capacity when it's finished will be 4.8 million, and we are looking at 3.2 million tons of capacity will be ready by the end of this year. I believe we have 7.1 meters high top charging batteries implemented on the industrial park. The first coking. Oh, sorry. This the Morowali Industrial Park. Qingshan Group actually made a pretty good effort over there. They've been developing the industrial park for more than 8 years. The infrastructure, the birds, the dock, the airports, the hotels are pretty amazing in the island and ready to use. The first coke oven battery was annual capacity of 800,000 tons. Started heating actually earlier this month, and our coke production will start in June or late June. That is 2 months from now. There will be another 3 coking batteries coming up into production at the end of the year. I believe 1 in Q3 and 2 in Q4. So pictures of construction. For the Sulawesi project, we prepared 2 different grades of coke to satisfy variety types of steel furnace. Customized products is also negotiable when you talking about different furnace, different types of purpose. So that will conclude all my presentation, and my colleagues